think that you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You had plenty of time, there was no rush, but it was your dream to be like us. You're in dreamland, so you don't care. And as you wait, we're standing there.
No, can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm rhyming on the top of a cop car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a It's almost over now, it's almost over now. I guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle or when you see the time,
It's almost over now, almost over now. You think that you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. Just better get it off. Yeah, set it off. Look, it's almost over now, almost over now. You don't succeed, cause you hesitate. You think we're flying, but we levitate. Just be yourself, don't ask us why. Cause if you don't,
can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm rhyming on the top of a cop's car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a
it's almost over now, almost over now.
I guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle and when you see the sky, it's almost over now, almost over now.
You think that you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now.
You can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm rhyming on the top of my car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a It's almost over now, it's almost over now. I guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle or when you see the sky, it's almost over now, almost over now. No one ever really dies. Do you believe that? Well, if not,
like, damn it, I know you. You run the show like a not a hoster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your gopher. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. Yeah, I'm spending my money. I'm out of control. Somebody help me. She taking my bankroll, but I'm king of the club, and I'm wearing a crown, popping these bottles, watching they cold.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down. Seen from across the room, I thought I wouldn't feel a thing. I think it's getting colder now. I wanna get close to you.
What pride on your feet! And welcome Dan Campbell and your two-time defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions! Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And it wasn't that long ago that there were a lot of conversations about whether Jared Goff was truly going to be a frontline starter in the NFL, and he has proven all of those critics wrong. He's taken his game up big notches in the last few years. Now what he needs to do is sustain that success in the regular season come playoff time.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
at the 26-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Uchenna and Wonsu got the sack there. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Turn this TV off. Ain't want my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many should I see and send them off? Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got a man complete. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play play there for Detroit. 56 yards.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards to go, second down.
7 brings up second down at the 17-yard line.
There's Goff. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard carry, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now it's Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Now Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
And I know that last year in 2024, New York Jets fans were watching him and saying, that's the guy we thought we were going to get. But he found his groove in Minnesota, finishing the top 5 in passing yards and touchdowns last year. Now in Seattle, where we proved that last season was no fool.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Darnold rolling to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Darnold, he can beat you in a number of ways, and there the scramble for the first.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to get...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
To throw is Darnold. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still first down.
Faking the give, Darnold. He completes this to Walker. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. Loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Darnold. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Darnold now to throw. Flush to his right. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way to the end zone now for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times you just run past you in the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
Big Leonard Williams was the one who came in and got him.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Goff.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
From the 50, it's Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
In motion goes the tight end. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big pickup for 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Goff. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Darnold. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A gain of a yard. 1st down, Seahawks.
A play fake, and it's Darnold.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
2nd and 10. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
3rd and 8.
Goff now looks to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Good DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Here's Horton.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Seahawks football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's Darnold. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aiden Hutchinson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Darnold. Open man. He's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we kept this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Goff now looking to throw.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Tyrese Knight on the coverage.
First kick 47. This one looks good as well.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Now it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw is Goff. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they work this run upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Gone. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
3. 3rd and 3.
In motion, the tight end. Now it's Goff. Forced out to his left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I just want to run.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
A gain of 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Coaches talk all the time about the value of special teams, and we have seen it in this game, Charles. Not one block kick, but now 2 of them in this contest.
And always, 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 we talk about adjustments during a game. Offense and defense, series to series. Rarely do we talk about special teams. Someone didn't adjust from block 1 to block 2, and it really cost them.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And all the way in. Touchdown, Elijah Arroyo. 62 yards. And the Seahawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Back to throw. Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Oh, what a juke into space. How about this? He's to the 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 77 yards. And the Lions are able to move back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Darnold has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Darnold now to throw. That is caught. He stiff arms him. Still fighting for more. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
(10-7) our score after one right here on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down's coming up.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second and a couple.
Now Darnold. This is caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right at the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
To throw is Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that makes it 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch.
touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Goff now to throw. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Wright's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the holding zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 56 yards. And the Lions have yet again retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Sam Darnold going to lead his offense back out. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards for number 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
He'll look to throw.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
For the Seahawks.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
As we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Goff. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Goff.
Short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out. Hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively. And they stop him well short.
Here's Jack Fox now.
As he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Darnold.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
Here's Darnold.
He completes this to Walker.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. On the gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And his throw here is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Buying time to his left. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get up to the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to it, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch.
In motion goes Patrick.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
49-yard line.
To throw is Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Yeah, good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. So officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
46-yard line.
Here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
That's complete to Laporta.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Throwing again is Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Goff. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On fourth down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal.
He's been blocked twice already.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And out now come the Seahawks.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack. and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as we'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Seattle.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Darnold. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets his up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. They'll roll him out right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Faking the give, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Taken in at the 22. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I ever know.
This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it.
And down he goes again, a bevy of sacks in less than a half. But this defense is still losing the game. They've got to fix something, because there should be no excuse for losing with an effort like this on that side of the ball. They need to take advantage when their defense is generating this kind of pressure so early in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 3rd and 9 here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
180. Turbos up.
Gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Here's Horton. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Seahawks football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Off of play action, Darnold. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And Darnold
intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
After the interception, here's Goff. Well, we caught. It's St. Brown.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A good pickup there, 21 yards. At the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Wide motion. 180. What's that?
From the gun, here's Goff.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Brings up a 2nd down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he'll go down at the 28.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to throw, Goff. And it's caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta from 10 yards out. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And now the little across the 25 to the 27. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Back to throw, Darnold. He completes this to Walker. Oh, he's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Brings up 2nd down at the Lions' 14-yard line.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the 2nd half. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that 1st half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now it's Darnold. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Darnold now to throw. Steps away. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Seattle.
Here's Darnold. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Lions are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is gone. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. A 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before and get back to it.
Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
To throw is Darnold. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cobb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Darnold. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. That's taken in by Arroyo. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Outright to Smith and Jigba. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. That'll be caught by Cup. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Throwing again is Darnold. Steps away to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Cooper Kupp, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead cut down to 9. A 10-play drive that time.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here come the Lions now.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
at their own 20-yard line.
St. Brown in motion right.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Goff. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
3rd and 4.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he slips up past the 35 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down and will.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. In motion left comes Williams. Play action. It's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
180.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Now he's forced out left. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
On the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Left 20.
From the 50, it's Goff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now back to the ground, here's Gibbs. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Goff now looking to throw. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
That's good.
That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So you look back to the problems they've had with their kicking game, and their kicker here in this one probably influenced the decision there.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. Because he's had those misses, they didn't want to go back to him. That forced the issue, and they had to go for it there and didn't pick it up. That changes the whole complexion on how you call a game.
Looking to put a drive together. Darnold now to throw.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set it.
Now Darnold, eluding the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Darnold.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now it's Darnold.
He completes this to Walker.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride too, you know. 3 straight 1st down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go, set.
Here's Darnold. And it is caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
1st down, Seattle.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Sam Darnold, 25 yards to the house. And the Seahawks are back within a score.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Jason Myers.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is down to 2. That time a 6-play drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Goff now to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick that time, 52 yards. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've clawed their way back into this game. First half, they were down pretty big. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. How have they done it?
First thing is what you just talked about, clawing their way back in. That means they've decided to go ahead and fight this thing out, which is great. The second part is they looked at where the problems were in the first half, figured out how to shore them up, and have now gone to that part of the playbook that is actually working for them. A few adjustments, a few changes, and really good execution.
Now we'll see if that trend can continue.
Here's Walker to start the drive. We'll get this to about the 38. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down and 6 now. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back to throw, Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
To throw is Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Coverage by Terrion Arnold.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Darnold to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
And they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Goff. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Now at Ford Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here comes the Lions punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. And taken right on the 30. And bulldozing his way through. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over first and 10.
at their own
The Seahawks
45-yard
offense
line.
and Sam Darnold headed back out there. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
That's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
18 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he finds Arroyo. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right.
Pass caught, Arroyo right side.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. End zone call. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because you had the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So out now come the Lions.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a pickup for 15 as they'll lead the third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Come on.
Hooker.
Being chased out left. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
For a Lions.
If they get a game-changing score in this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
But they'll run it with Gibbs. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Goff now looking to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. They push it back 8 yards that time on second down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
McNeil on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and
They'll look to throw here.
At the 35-yard line.
And that's yet another catch by Smith and Jigba.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brockman's mark of 554 passing yards in one game, set more than 70 years ago, way back in 1951. Well, he's had help from his offensive line and his receivers, but this has been an incredible individual performance. Darnold now to throw. Smith and Jigba with a grab.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, Darnold. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now Darnold. That's taken in by Arroyo.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. To the air again, Darnold.
Throw out wide to Walker. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
2nd and goal.
Now it's Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Myers' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys were set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Play action. It's Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
After the interception, here's Darnold.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Darnold from the gun.
He completes this to Walker.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Buying time to his left. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turned.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Go set.
Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Back to throw, Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Darnold.
And it is caught. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
To throw is Darnold. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from a yard out.
And the Seahawks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pushes past him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Goff. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. In this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now back to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's different baseball. We call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down. The defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off. 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 Turn this TV off.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 44-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Goff. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Goff.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. Loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Darnold now to throw.
He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd down at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw again. That's down the field. He's got a roll. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Throwing again is Darnold. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Detroit.